So, earthquake is happening everywhere, but people who are sleeping, right? If there's an earthquake, and some people who are sleeping, they might not even know about the earthquake. They won't even feel that earthquake. So, so that's why saying everything depends on yourself. Like Adhar. Adhar means it depends on everyone's Adhar. Even the great devtas like Brahmaji, they when they heard Krishna's flute, the ras from the Venu, the Tamburi Rsi, Tamburi Rsi saying in Svargaloka, Tamburi Rsi he knows everything. Alap,
the rhythm of the
sound. Okay. Yes, this Rishi, he knows all the rhythm of the sound and the melody. Taranga, you know, so he knows. But when Krishna plays the flute, even the Tamburi Rsi, his head starts, moving. What is this? He starts thinking in his head, what is this special cheese? What is this? This is not ordinary. That flute's sound, this bansi. Even if it passes the earthly planets and goes to the heavenly planets, the sound of that flute, even the gandharvas, they are even somewhere near heavenly planets, but they are like behind the heavenly place, these gandharvas. So they are like always moving from Gandharva planet to the heavenly planets, Apsara. These Gandharvas are same as Apsaras. They are always traveling like from one planet to the other. They don't actually live. They don't live in a heavenly planet, Svargaloka. They live in which planet? Which planet? Apsara. Which planet they live in? Yeah, okay. Apsara is like they're always traveling, so they're not living in any planets. Gandharva, because the vibration goes everywhere now. The sound of the flute, they all hear, everyone hear. Vaikunta, even everyone can hear. So like for example, if there is earthquake, right? There's earthquake. How would you know how far is the earthquake is happening? How far is it going to go? Why it's going to happen? So, like, so Gandharvas, Tamburi Rsi is Tamburi Rsi. Tamburi Rsi. See the waves and the rhythms of the tal, the rhythms and the melodies of the tunes of the melodies. Yeah, he can. Yes, he's an expert. Tamburi Rishi is expert in the melodies of the tunes. And then he goes to Sarvagaloka, and even he goes beyond Sarvagaloka. Brahmalok, it passes Brahmalok. And then passes through Brahmalok and then goes to Satyalok, and goes all the way to Golok, Vrindavana it goes. So where the gopis' heart are stolen. Is it ordinary? No, this is the vibration from the flute.
ब्रह्मांड शुभकारिता कहने की तात्पर्य ये है
Yeah, the Brahmanda, Brahmanda, when we say the flute is heard by all the living entities in the Brahmanda, it's not something very ordinary.
वो तो क्या बोले इसलिए कहा जाता है ना उस चित जगत में
जो in the cit-jagad was
विपरीत प्रतिफलन पे रहा जाता है
in the cit-jagad,
इसलिए कहते हैं चित जगत में जो कुछ भी है शुद्ध रूप में
all the gopis are pure, suddha gopis. So in the other loks, people are not like pure.
है तो शुद्ध
There is suddh, but vibration is suddh, right? But when it comes to the place like
बर्फ बन जाता है
like the transformation, the nature is changed. Like for example, the water is liquid, but when the circumstances changes, then because of the heat or a cold, then because of a cold, the water becomes ice, and because of the heat, it becomes a steam. So like the nature of the water is a liquid. The nature of water is liquid, but due to the changing of the circumstances and the temperature, the state of the water changes. So he said, how can that apply to the jeeves? Jeev also is coming. We are all conditional souls. The jeeves,
उनके अनुभव
only the jivas who are not conditional souls, but jivas who are like
और क्या बताए
Brahmandi,
प्राप्ति लालसा और घनत्व
Anate, Anate, Atma spirit.
वो किसके वो राधा आदि
That goes as far as Radha Chin, where this is group. In this jagat, whatever happens here in this world is only for this world. But what happens in the chit jagat, in the transcendental world, is
विपरीत होकर के दिखाई पड़ता है
here it looks like a reflection of it.
हमारे उंगली तो ऐसी है
Like our finger is like this. So it's a shadow, like the shadow, reflection.
आकार तो ही है
It looks, if you look at the shadow of your finger, it is the same, right? But you can see one fingers will look all bigger than the other one. So it's like a shadow, it's a reflection.
शेप तो है
The shape of that hand is there, but it's not the same. It whatever's in the chit jagat opposite hai. Whatever's in the chit jagat, in the spiritual world, what's in this world, material world, is opposite. By doing your bhajan,
चित्त जब
then your heart becomes pure.
आत्मा की दृष्टि जब जागृत है
When you know that your atma, when your atma awakens.
आत्मा के स्वरूप तो धर्म ही तो है
What is this? This is the dharam of atma. Like this is swarup. What is the swarup of atma? Is to get the prem. The nature of the atma is to get the prem. Actually, our lakshan is to net the Krishna prem. Krishna is our sambandh. But our lakshan is, our goal is to get prem. Nista ruchi.
ये जो हम कथा जो श्रवण कर रहे हैं
All the katha we are listening to all the katha.
श्रवण करते
If you listen to the katha from a pure devotee, that will,
इतना शुद्ध श्रवण होगा
however pure you listen,
चित्त
then that much your heart will become purified.
शुद्ध श्रवण
Suddha-sravana. Now this is pure listen. Suddha-sravana is also listening from the pure devotee. Na?
तो जो श्रवण जब तक नहीं हो रहा है
If it's not pure listening, then
तब तो वो प्रकाशित नहीं है
you will not, it won't manifest in the atma.
इसलिए शुद्ध श्रवण के बारे में
So otherwise you should listen pure sata.
कैसे होते हैं
How will you hear pure? When you have a association of a pure devotee with a sangha, listening to his hatha, then cheto darpan majano, then the
साधन के द्वारा वो प्रकाशित नहीं होगा
by your own sadhan it will not manifest,
साधन के द्वारा वो
but with the sadhan,
उसकी प्राप्ति के लिए क्या चाहिए
what do you need to manifest this prem? You need a pure devotee, association of a pure
जितने
devotee.
श्रवण होते जाए
How much you listen, that much, how much purity will come in the heart.
कथा तो सभी बोल रहे हैं
Everybody is speaking katha,
किंतु कथा जो आप बोल रहे हैं
but when they are speaking katha,
वक्ता के ऊपर निर्भर करता है
it depends on the listener as well.
शुद्ध हृदय है कि
If is he be able to,
हृदय से यदि बोलेंगे
if he speaks, okay, the speaker, many people are speaking katha, but are they speaking from the pure heart? Have they got pure heart? Then that reflection will,
ये भी मेरी
that will, that is also shown. Yeah.
इसलिए श्रवण के महात्मा
So it depends on the hearing.
महाभाव के 6 लक्षण बताए गए ना
अरे और जी की कथा
हाँ। एक सवाल पूछे आपको बोला कि you should listen how you listen from a pure devotee. It depends on the speaker and the listener, because the speaker,
वो तो होना चाहिए ना
हाँ,
हम जब श्रवण कर रहे हैं
when you are hearing,
श्रवण के चित्त के एकाग्र करके सुनना
so you should listen with one pointed mind.
दोनों होना चाहिए
Dono, you need dono.
एकाग्र होकर के
हाँ, so you should be हाँ, one pointed. So listener should also be one pointed, listening to it. Then that's Shravan. Then you are listening, but your mind is going here and there. And then you speak a phone, or then it's like the phone is there, then you speak to the phone. So it's not a one pointed listening.
श्रवण नहीं हो रहा है
So that is not.
अपना अपने अपने के ऊपर लगाओ
So first you apply that on yourself.
वक्ता के ऊपर लगाओ
Then you listen. Pehla you apply on yourself. Am I listening? Am I listening properly?
कहाँ पर
We have to see where is your mind? Where is your mind? Is your mind being here and there?
इसे मनस्थिर करी
The monastery, right? You should have one pointed mind and listen to Harikatha.
मनस्थिर करी निर्जने बसिया मनस्थिर
Monastery.
मन को स्थिर करना पड़ेगा
You have to fix your mind.
मन को स्थिर करके
If you don't fix your mind and don't listen,
कभी सुन रहे हैं कभी नहीं सुन
then you are listening something, and then if your mind is not fixed, if your mind is going here and there, then also, right? And it also depends on the speaker.
अभी स्पीकर तो बाद में होगा
Oh, that is afterwards. Okay,
अपना
speaker.
तो देखो
Yeah.
हैं? पहले अपना भी देखना पड़ेगा
First you have to look at yourself. First you have to see your mind. You have to fix mind. Okay. Then the secondary.
सुखदेव गोस्वामी जी बोले
Or if the speaker is like Sukadev Goswami. Water.
श्रोता यदि वो ठीक से नहीं सुने जैसे सुखदेव गोस्वामी
So like Sukadev Goswami, if he's such a pure.
का श्रोता कौन था
Parikshit Maharaj. So the listener in the Bhagavatam was Parikshit Maharaj. Everybody else was not listening. He was one pointed mind, with a fixed mind. He was listening.
कोई कर्मी ज्ञानी
So it's Karmi Jnani. There were some sadhus were Karmi Yadus, yogi sadhus.
88,000 केवल संत महात्मा
There were so many
आप बोलो
Sant
और
Mahatmas.
कर्मी साधु
There were Karmi sadhus, Jnani sadhus. Everybody was listening.
जितने मन को
But how much the mind was fixed. How the mind was fixed.
हमारा परिवर्तन इसलिए नहीं होता क्योंकि हमारा अभी जब
He's saying
कर नहीं पा रहे
because we cannot fix our mind. He said,
तब ये जब तक स्थिर नहीं कर रहे हो
if you cannot fix your mind, then
गोकर्ण धुंधिकारी में तो यही कर
that's why there was the problem with the Dhundakari, and
गोकर्ण के कहा
everybody spoke that your brother got udar, your brother got delivered. But we are also listening to the Bhagavatam. But why didn't we get delivered? Danduka was listening to, because he was so much cussed, like he was suffering in his ghostly body. So he was so suffering. When you are suffering, then you become one-pointed. So Samsara-davana.
अभी संसार में जो हम चल
So
रहे हैं,
whoever,
नहीं हो रहा है।
so in this material world we are,
इसलिए कह रहे हैं,
that's
परीक्षा लोग
pariksha.
मानो भली भांति इसको देखिए संसार सुखमय है कि
This material world, is it, you have to know, is this material world, is it happiness or a suffering? Until we will not realize that this material world is, why am I saying negative? Because this material world, it is suffering. We have to have that realization that this is suffering. This is the realization. This samsara, this material world is a samsara-davana. Right. Yes. So this samsara-davana na lita loka davana. First of all,
जंगल की आग
the fire, forest fire. So some forest fire. A forest fire. Davana, samsara, davana. So we are saying early morning when we do the Guru Astakam, we are saying the forest of the fire. This material world is forest of fire. The fire is on the forest, means when the one branch and the other branch they are rubbing each other, then the fire is produced. Then in the water, but that fire that is manifested, Raskan is saying this fire, pani. So if there is a fire, then you put water. The what would you do? What would you do if the fire is on in the water? Then how can you put the fire out? There is no one who really remembers. Everybody comes here to speak, but nobody knows how to remember. Nobody remembers. You should remember it. If there is a fire, pani, you can put water to put the fire off. But what would you do if the water catches fire? That's why it says. Dukh. Bhaktas, yes, if you speak, the bhaktas, when Guru Sukadev Goswami, and then you get a speaker like Sukadev Goswami, you need both, right? And a listener who is like Parikshit Maharaj. Parikshit Maharaj. When did Parikshit Maharaj? Parikshit Maharaj, when did he sit down? When he knew that he's 7 days I'm going to die. When did he listen? When did he really sit down to listen? Parikshit Maharaj to listen Bhagavatam. Then when he knew that I've got 7 days and after 7 days my death is there. So even though he's a Nitya Parikshit, so he knew 7 days. Right? After 7 days I'm going to die. So I've only got 7 days. What should I do in these 7 days? So disciple is telling a Guru, when should I do my bhajan? When I'm really about to die, then I'll do bhajan. So Shishya said, so Gurudev is saying, okay, when you are about to die, then you do your bhajan. So then Shishya is saying, okay, tell me Gurudev, when will I die then? So first the Shishya is saying, when will I do my bhajan? When should I do bhajan? Then Guru said, when you know when you are about to die, then you do your bhajan, right? So this is what Gurudev. So Shishya said, so then how would I know? When should I do my bhajan? Do I know when I'm going to die? So when do you know when you are going to die, leave this body? No, we don't. So we don't know when should we do bhajan? We don't know when we are going to die. So disciple asks Gurudev, how do you know I'm going to die? When every second you will think that I'm about to die. Start bhajan as soon as possible. Purna Mona, we've forgotten that we are going to die. Yes. Bas, yes, we know how to live, but we've forgotten that we are going to die at any time. Krishna said, I've learned how to tie, but I have not learned to untie. So when I tie somebody with the prem, then bas, that person will never, I'll never be able to untie that knot.
इसमें कहा गया क्या बंधन है
So what is this bandhan in the vivah? Is a marriage, is a tie in the knot? Yes. Then one day those that will be untied, right? It will break. It will break. Everything, all the tie, all the when you leave the body, then who is your husband? Who's what? So you forget. So all the tie knots, all the knots we have in this material world will definitely will be untied one day. But once if Bhagwan ties you with his prem, then he will never ever untie you, means he will never leave you.
के बारे में
संबंधन बंधन हो जाएगा
So this is bandhan, Govinda with bandhan. So the once you get relationship with Govinda, it will never be untied. Sorry.